Hey everyone, welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to show you something really exciting. How to send beautiful professional emails directly from your Python code without needing to set up any complicated email servers. If you've ever tried to send emails through Python before, you know it can be very tricky with all the SMTP settings and security configurations, app passwords and all that. But today we are going to use an amazing service called Email.js that makes this process incredibly simple. The best part, you can connect multiple email providers like Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, and many others, plus create stunning email templates that makes your email look absolutely professional. Whether you are building a contact form, sending notifications, or creating automated welcome emails, this tutorial will show you exactly how to do it step by step. I'm super excited to walk you through this, so let's dive right in. The first thing to do is to go to email.js.com. Okay, you go to email.js.com, you sign up for a free account. Okay, you sign up for a free account. So, you have to just fill in this form, your name, your email, your password, and the protection. I think my internet isn't loading it, but normally you just to confirm that you are human or something, just fill this, then you verify the email. You can see it's loaded now. You verify the email address you entered. They will send a link to your email. You click on the link, and your registration is complete. So that is for signing up. But on my end, I'll just click on sign in to continue. Okay. So this is the sign in page. Just come here. You click on sign in from here. So I'll just sign into my own account. So I can use my own account do to show you what needs to be done. Okay, so this is my email.js dashboard. You can see that I have email services, I have email templates. Okay, so there are a couple of data that you need to extract from email.js. So the first one, you come under account. You can see the public key and the private key. These two data, both of them are needed. So I'll copy the public key, then I can say user, let me call it credentials, then credentials. So I can just say public key equal to this. Okay, then access token equal to, basically it's going to be the private key, this private key over here. So copy and um, come here and paste. Okay, so this is the private key and the public key. So you can also refresh the keys, but probably after after shooting the tutorial, I'll probably have to refresh my keys. All right. So, but another thing that you should know is that email.js primarily is expected to be used on the front end, which is the client side. Okay. For you to use it on the server side, you must enable non-browser applications to be able to access these particular keys. So how can you do that? To enable non-browser applications to access your email.js account, you come under security, and you can see allow email.js for non-browser applications. So just click on this, then private key is going to be used as the means of as the access token, hence the need for us to copy this particular credential. So come back here, and I think we are done with the data we need to copy from this tab. So if you come under email services, you can see that I have Gmail. On your end, this might be empty. Okay, on your end, this page might be empty, but I'll show you how to add a new service. If you click on add new service, you will see Gmail, AOL, Outlook, Yahoo, Yandex, or your custom SMTP server. All right. So anything that you want to, anyone you want to use, it is totally fine. Okay. But I'll just show you how to, and you can see this email sender software here as well. So just anyone you want to use is fine. But I'll be using Gmail. So let me say HID Python tutorial. Okay. So you can see the service ID that is assigned to this particular email service. This is also very, very important. So click on connect account. Then you can see the email addresses that I have logged in on this browser. So I can just click on this. So as you can see, I've done the authentication, and Google will allow email.js to access this info about you. Totally fine. The email address. So just continue and select what email.js can access. Send email on your behalf. So tick this and continue. Okay. So as you can see, the connection is now successful. All right, the connection is now successful. So send test email to verify configuration. Yes, I want you to send test email to verify configuration. So you can see HID Python tutorial. This is the one that we just added. Okay. So and if you open mail.google.com, the one you will open is halogen site, which is the one that we just connected. So you can see email.js. This is the one that we just connected. Okay, this is the one that we just connected. So it is working very fine. So now we need to copy the service ID. Okay, the service ID. So come back to Python and enter service ID equal to, it's going to be a string. Now we are going to be needing template ID as well. So the service basically is what we are using to send the email. Okay, we are sending the email on behalf of this particular service. Then the email template itself is the message that is being sent. On your end, you might have an empty template over here, but just create a new one. So this is the template itself, the message that is being sent out. Okay, so you can just create a new template. So you have so many options over here. You can see all the options available. Okay, so but I'm just going to be selecting contact us. Then you can see what it looks like. You can customize this particular email anyhow you want it. So you can use the design editor. So you can see what the design editor looks like. You can do whatever you want to do here, but my favorite is actually the code editor, where you can add custom HTML to your message. You can see what this looks like. Okay, but what will happen is that I don't like this custom HTML. I have one that I've prepared before now, so let's just use this one. Okay, so this should be 2025. Copy, then paste. So you can see this is the HTML template that I have, which I want to use. So I want to believe this is your own custom HTML template. For example, you can see that I have name, I have email, I have message. This is the custom data that I will inject into this email template when I'm sending it out. Then I also have website URL. Okay, so these are the data that I'm going to be passing into this particular template. So just you can see what it looks like. Okay, visit our website. So apply the changes. Okay, now after applying the changes, I need to do a couple of things. The email address, the to email, that is the recipient email, is any email that I enter here, that I pass to the API. So that I pass to email.js. Then the from name is going to be this name over here. Okay, but the from email is going to be the default email address of this particular account. Okay, I think for free accounts that is what you can do. So the reply email, that is if you want to reply to. So I can just set this one as website preneur11 at gmail.com. You can see you can do BCC and you can also do CC as well. So this is the default email of this particular email.js account. So when you want to reply, just reply to this email. Whichever way you want to do it is totally fine. Okay, so I can just do, the subject can be HID Python tutorial email from, then I can just put name there. Okay, so this is going to be the subject of the email. This is going to be the subject of the email. So now I have my custom email template. I've set all these parameters. You can see the let me copy this one. the subject of the email. If I go to auto reply, I don't think I have anything to do here. Attachment, you can't use attachment except for paid accounts. So if you want to use that, you will actually have to go to the paid account. So the name of this particular template, tutorial template. Okay, then when you're done, this is the template ID. So save this particular one. Okay, this template have been saved, and yeah, so we are good to go now. We are good to go. So come here, template, template ID equal to this. Okay, so save this. Now just a quick summary: the email service is what is responsible for sending the email. Okay, and according to what we are doing over here now, this is the email service that is going to be sending the email out, this Gmail email service over here. And don't forget, you can add Outlook, AOL, Yahoo, anyone you want to add at all, even your custom SMTP server. Okay, the email template is the message that is going to be sent out, the message itself that is going to be sent out. Then you can just in your own spare time check out all these other options over here. But the account, you're going to be needing your public key and your private key, and also ensure that if you come under security, this allow email.js API for non-browser applications, that it is selected. Okay, just ensure that all these things are in place. Now let's quickly work on the Python part. So for this Python part, everything that we want to do is pretty straightforward. So the first thing we want to do is to import requests. So to import requests, import requests. Then after importing requests, the next thing I want to do is to create a maybe function def send email with email.js. Okay, so I will just say email data. So for this email data now, this is going to be a dictionary. So service ID. Okay, please. This is just auto completion from what did they call it? This is auto completion from VS Code. Um, but just follow everything that is happening here. So this is the service ID. Okay, the service ID is just this one. The template ID is this template ID. The user ID is the public key. Okay, then the access token is this private key that we have over here. Very, very important that you add the access token. Now for the template parameters, don't forget, if you come here, if you come under email template, this template that we are working on, the template parameters that we need the name, email, the message, and the website URL, if you remember very well. Code editor. So we need the name, email, message, and website URL. Hence we need name, email, the message, and the website URL. Okay, so for the name, let me just put Chris Halogen or something. Okay, then, or let me just put Chris Halogen is fine. Then for the email, that is the recipient email. Don't forget that the email, any email that I add over here now, is what is going to be the recipient email, the to email. So for the to email, I'm going to be using this particular email address. So let me just do success world 20 at gmail.com. Okay, successworld20 at gmail.com. So this is going to be the recipient email. So for the message, I will just, for the message, don't forget that the message is going to be displayed over here. Okay, this is where the message is going to be displayed. So I can just say this is a test email sent using email.js and Python. Okay, then for the website URL, let me just add our official website URL, still in development at the time of recording this video, but by the time you'll be watching this video, I think it should be completed. So https then halogeneusideas.com. So as you can see, all the data that we want to pass to email.js, they are ready now. So the next thing to do is to launch a post request. Now, why are we using a post request? If you come here and you look for, I think I have the email in my browser, then send. Now we have two different sending APIs coming from email.js. So this is the first one, which is send form. For this one, we are going to be sending form data. Okay, we are going to be sending form data, and form data, don't forget, is coming directly from a JavaScript form where you have the form data. You pass all the data into the form data object. You append your service ID, template ID, and user ID. Basically, all this data that we have over here: service ID, template ID, and user ID. Okay, so that is if you are using form data, but in my own case I'm not using form data, so this is not the right API for me. You can see send form. The one I'm going to be using is this one that says send. Okay, that says send. So for this one now, I'm going to be passing all the data directly: service ID, template ID, user ID, then the template params. Don't forget, that is why we are having template params over here. So this is the correct URL to use, and don't forget it's a post request. So copy this, then um, you can just say API URL. I hope this is correct. Let me just paste it to be sure. Okay, it's correct. So this is the API URL. Now my post request, I can just say um, response equal to request.post. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the API URL. Then after adding the API URL, I'm going to be saying JSON equal to email data, which is all this data that are here. But one other thing that we must consider is the fact that the content type is application slash JSON. So we must also account for that. And how can you do that? Just come here and do headers. So content type equal to application slash JSON. Let me make this thing more. Um, okay, so I think it's more presentable now. So you can see the API URL JSON equal to email data, then the headers content type is application slash JSON. Now let's do a check to be sure if the email was sent successfully or not. So if the response.status code equal to 200, you can just print the email was sent successfully. Else print fail to send email, and print the response status code, then the response itself, response dot text. So I think that is all for the code that we have to write. So the thing now that we have to do is just to send email with email.js, and we are good to go. So I think everything is ready to go. I have all the data that I need: the email data, service ID, template ID, user ID, the access token. So basically the reason we have to add this access token is because we are sending from a non-browser application. Okay, so that is why we have to use this access token, which is the private key, don't forget. Then I think every other thing checks out. So what you have to do now is just to send. So I can just run my code and give it some time to send out my email. You can see email sent successfully, and the email address that I'm sending to, which is this email over here, is what, successworld 20. So I think I have the email logged in on this particular web browser. So mail.google.com. Now, one thing that you will know is that perhaps because I'm sending for the first time, or maybe because I'm, for one reason or the other, or perhaps because the email template, don't forget that the email template that we had in in this particular place, if you come to the code editor, the default email template didn't have all this doc type, all this head style and all that. If you look at the email templates that we copied from here, they used inline styling. Okay, so many things could have contributed to the reason why your email may not get to inbox. So just make sure that your email template you use inline styling. I think that is one of those things that can actually reduce the spam score. So but for this one, if you try sending your email and it doesn't fall into inbox, you can just check the spam. And if you come here, refresh the email, you can't find it in inbox, just come under spam. You can see Chris Halogen. Okay, you might send your own and it actually gets to inbox. So majority of the time I use email.js. My emails don't fall into spam actually. So you can see exactly what we designed over here. Exactly what we designed, and this is supposed to be white. Maybe because I've clicked on this link before. So you can see the email, you can see the message as well, and you can see the name. The name is what? Chris Halogen. Everything that we specified in the code over here is exactly what we are getting over here. And if I should click on visit our website, it is taking me to, you can see. So this is our website. So you can just check it out. The website is still loading. Okay, so but yeah, that is it basically. um so now another thing that you need to know before you go, you need to see something over here. If I should reload this particular page, you will see that my account is going to be reduced to 197. And the reason it is reduced to 197 is because if you check the pricing, if you come to check the pricing, you will see that I'm using a free account, so I have 200 monthly requests that I can make, and I can only have a maximum of two email templates and 50 kilobytes data and the limited contact history as well. So if you want to upgrade your plan, you can as well upgrade the plan. So well, I believe that everything that you need to start sending emails, you have gotten it from this tutorial. So some pro tips for you is that you should ensure that your user ID is kept private. Okay, so this public key and access token, if you can use an environmental variable to display this data, that would be very very nice. For the access token, it must definitely be kept um, very very safe. Then to use a responsive design, any email template that you are creating, make sure that it is mobile friendly. So this is, for example, this one, this is what it will look like on mobile. Okay, this is what it will look like on mobile. So any email template you are designing, just ensure that it is mobile friendly. Okay, then make sure that these colors you are using are actually branded colors, so that it will add more color to the overall experience of your application. So if you want to extend what we just learned in this tutorial, you might just look for how to send to multiple recipients at the same time, to add attachment. That is if you want to come to this attachment area and actually pay for the service. Then you can also schedule some emails. You can also schedule emails and all that. So there's so much that you can do with this information you've gotten from this tutorial. Okay, there's so much you can do. So thank you very much for staying till the end. Don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel, and also follow us on social media. If you have any comments, any questions, you require additional information, the comment section is available. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.